breaking just moments ago, Malcolm Jamal Warner, the actor best known for starring in the TV sitcom The Cosby Show, has reportedly died. Bill Melugin is on the breaking details out of Los Angeles for us. What do we now know, Bill?
Sandra, the reporting here really sad. Malcolm Jamal Warner, obviously best known for playing Theo on The Cosby Show. And according to TMZ, he has died after what appears to be an accidental drowning while on vacation with his family in Costa Rica. Now, TMZ reports that Warner, who's only 54 years old, died of asphyxia after he was caught by a strong current in the ocean there, and his body was found Sunday afternoon. Now, Fox has not been able to independently verify his death. We have reached out to his agent as well as his manager. We have not heard back yet, but we can tell you the Associated Press also reporting that he has passed away. Now, Warner dominated the role of Theodore Huxtable on all 8 seasons of The Cosby Show. He was nominated for the Emmy for the Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy for his performance in this role. He was a teenager throughout much of his time on the show, and his character quickly became a fan favorite. ABC News is reporting his body has officially been identified by Costa Rica's national police following what appears to be just a horrible accident here, Sandra. We're going to continue working sources to get confirmation on our end of this. But if these reports do pan out to be true and he has passed away, he will be leaving behind his wife and his daughter. That's what we know right now. We'll send it back to you.
So absolutely sad. Thank you so much, Bill. Joining us now by phone on this breaking news, Lauren Conlin, pop culture reporter at Pop Crime TV. You think about just how popular this sitcom and how many people that it reached. In its most successful season, it averaged around 30 million viewers per week. Your reaction and your thoughts?
Yes, this is so tragic. I mean, he was just royalty. He was television royalty. And if you go on the internet right now, you go on Twitter, fans are completely heartbroken. They are saying, I feel like I lost a family member of my own. It's just so incredibly shocking. And he was multi-talented. He wasn't just an actor. He actually won a Grammy in 2015 for a song he called. It was titled Jesus' Children. He was also a poet, and he also had a podcast. It's called Not All Hood, and it tackled nuanced Black experiences in America. And look, he has been gracing us on the screen since he was 14 years old. He actually won the role of Theo Huxtable from this nationwide casting search. He was handpicked by Bill Cosby and the producers. And again, he's just been gracing us with this amazing presence ever since, and he will be sorely missed.
We have a clip of the show, and this will certainly take so many back. Let's watch.
Is that a decal? No. Have you been tagged by the Wildlife Society?
It's an earring, Dad.
I am going to fix your ear.
Then what?
You expecting some sort of punishment?
Shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know, I think about how so many could relate to so many of these episodes where they took on family troubles and family lessons, life lessons, I should say. You know, talking about the reach it had even further, apparently one particular popular episode drew an impressive 65 million viewers, which was about a quarter of the entire U.S. population at the time, wow, according to the New York Times. I mean, you just think about just how massive the viewership was, and so sad to report of Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing, age 54. Get a final thought from you before we go.
Yes, I agree with you. I mean, who didn't love watching him go through all of these teenage issues that we all went through? Again, this is just so shocking, so heartbreaking, and I hope we learn more details, and I hope that his wife and daughter are okay, and I'm sure they're not, but my prayers go out to them.
All right, actor Malcolm Jamal Warner dead at the age of 54, according to reports. We will have more on his life and his legacy as we learn more.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. So, and in the beginning of the the video, you seen the clips, with this brother Malcolm Jamal Warner. Like they said, he was best known for the Cosby Show. I grew up watching the Cosby Show. Reportedly he died of a drowning over there in Costa Rica with his family, taking a vacation. And this brother, I ain't got nothing really bad to say about him. Other than him being on that left-handed, being in that left-handed society ruled by Satan. But nothing really came out about him. But this is pretty much his work. He played in all of these movies right here. Movies like Fool's Gold, Tuskegee Airmen, Drop Zone, Tyson, Mega Church Murder, Restaurant Shot, World War II. Then you got the TV shows, The Resident. Then, of course, The Cosby Show. Then you got Malcolm and Eddie, Jeremiah, a couple of other ones. Then he did guest appearances on, a couple of other joints. So he had like a pretty lengthy portfolio. He played in a lot of TV shows and movies. But this is a reminder that you never know when the Lord gonna call for you, man. You never know. When you read the book of Luke, chapter 12, there was a rich man who had wealth, and he had a lot of things going on, and he would always pretty much prepare for the next day. And there was a let me see if I can find it. It's in Luke 12. Because, man, this is not a game, man. The Lord is pretty much, whenever he requires you, that's it, man. That's it. All right, let's see if I can get it. This is Luke. Let me find it real quick. Bear with me 1 minute. I ain't read that one in a while. I think it's in Luke 12. It's not popping up. Okay, I speak. This is Luke. I found it. This is Luke chapter 12. I'm going to start at 16. It says, "And he spake a parable unto them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful." He was rich. "And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease eat, drink, and be merry because a lot of Jakes, and especially in the entertainment world, they have money, man. They get you know uh a lot of I wouldn't say free time, but they have a lot of money in order to be able to do certain things, man. They'll do a season on a show or whatever, and they'll rake in millions, and then on the off season they have you know money to kind of let their head down, go on vacation with their family or just themselves. So this pretty much was the case. It says, but the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then those then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So, in this case, he didn't know that this would be his last trip. He figured, he had some downtime between shows or whatever to spend some time with his wife and his family, to go to Costa Rica, a beautiful country, and taking the sights or whatever. And he didn't realize that was his last day. So now he leaves everything to his wife and his daughter, as they said. So you just never know when the Lord gonna require your life, man. This is why you have to serve the Lord. Now, we know he was dealing with that left hand society, being able to have a portfolio like this and work with certain people such as Bill Cosby. We know Bill Cosby sold out, so who knows, man? Only the Lord knows. Like I said, he hasn't had anything, come up on him. Not that I've seen, where he was, caught up in a scandal or what have you. It just seems like the, straight and narrow Jake, not really doing too much. He was the opposite of, the nigga in the entertainment industry. You didn't see him with big chains and, rapping. They said he made a song called Jesus' Children or whatever. So, he was coming with that Christian mindset or whatever. But like I said, other than that, I can't really say nothing, bad about him. I didn't never hear anything. But all I can say is the Lord, he gave you instructions as to how to live a long life on this side. Because the Lord, let's get this. This is Psalms 68, because the Lord kills, man. The Lord is the one that did this, man. It was a wild way to go out, man, drowning. This is why I don't deal with the ocean at all. Me, I never liked big bodies of water. Like the ocean, man, is a very scary thing. You can be in one part of the ocean. You could be in one part of the ocean 1 minute, and then a wave come, and the next thing you know, you damn near in the middle. Not the middle, but you about 100 feet pushed in the ocean off of one wave. So this is why I really don't deal with the ocean like that. But this is Psalm 68 and verse 20. It says, he that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the Lord, belong the issues of death. Right? So that's the title I'm going to go with. The issues of death are from the Lord, man. Because the Lord brings death. The Lord brings life. Right? Let's get that in 1 Samuel. I'm going to try to run through these. 1 Samuel. Chapter 2. Right? 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So the Lord does these things. Right? And no matter, if he wasn't put in the limelight of doing a scandal or whatever, the Lord said that no, whoever perished being innocent. This is Joel 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Right? So the Lord said it, man. The Lord said, whoever perished being innocent. Yeah, everybody's not going to die on this side. Right? Right? Everybody's not going to die on this side. It's tragic, because I'm pretty sure everybody will have good things to say about them. But the thing that people don't understand is that the Lord does these things, man. Let's get Isaiah. A couple more. We're going to shut it down. Isaiah 45 and verse 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things, man. So the Lord does everything. He works both sides, man. Let's get another one. Lamentation, chapter 3, verse 37. It said, who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass, when the Lord commanded it not? Out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not evil and good. So, the Lord is in control of both sides, man. Death and life, everything comes through him. But just as the rich man, a lot of our people, they ain't got to be rich or whatever. They make plans and they don't know what the future holds, man. The Lord can require your life that night when you got all these plans, man. So this is James. Matter of fact, before James, let me get it. All right, let's get it. Because the Lord is able to prolong your life, and the Lord is able to cut your life short. This is Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 10. It says, hear, O my son, and receive my sayings. The sayings of the Lord, man. This truth, this Bible, it says, and the years of thy life shall be many. Because the brother was only 54 years old. That's young, man. That's young, right? That's young, man. You got our people that live to see 100. Some people live to see, 12. Some people get cut off at 2, 3. So the Lord, is a season that you're here on this earth, man. Verse 9. Proverbs 9 and verse 11. It says, for by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased, man. So that's what you have to, strive for on this side, man, because us, the men of the Lord, we strive and we pray that we get to see this devil fall, man. Right? We pray we don't be cut off before this devil goes down, before this system collapses. Right? But to do that, the Lord said what in Proverbs 4 and 10? It said, oh my son, hear my voice. right? This is James chapter 4. Because we think that we have forever, man. Right? We feeling good. We in good health, so to speak. You know, some of us got money. We're able to travel. We're able to, you know, do a lot of things and accomplish a lot of things. So you feel like, you know, our people like to say the future is golden. They like to say sky's the limit. But you never know what the Lord got in store for you, man. So I'm going to close out with this. This is James chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go unto such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, meaning like you don't know what tomorrow brings. So don't say, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, tomorrow I'm gonna do that, tomorrow I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna make this money, whatever. The Lord said, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. So that's how your life comes, man. You hear 1 minute, gone the next. Now you always hear Jake say that. I was just with him yesterday. I was just with him last week. I was just with him, you know, six hours ago. It says, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. So you're always supposed to put Lord willing. Right? If the Lord have mercy on me, I'll do this. If the Lord, you know, wills, if the Lord willing, if I see them all, I'll do this or that. You know, the Lord seals your instructions on what you to do, what you should do, and what you're gonna do each and every day. Right? So it's just a quick hit, you know. And you know, pretty much breaking down, you know, what the scriptures say about this. Like I said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. It was tragic, but the Lord required this life for a reason, you know. So let this be a telltale sign that our life is as a vapor, man. You're not immortal. As a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you're not immortal yet. In the kingdom, you'll be immortal. But right now, you're mortals, man. Mortal men. And your life can be taken at any time, in any way, you know, however. So just keep that in mind, man. So I'm going to end it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the elect was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson. Shalom.